It's okay. All right, we're live. This is a non-posted scene. It's just being put on our blue books. It's a rolling scene. I got permission from Brett to go ahead and make some of our crafty rolls. So these are mostly design rolls because we're not going to actually try building this shit until next month when it's going to be paradox free. For each one of the weapons systems that we are designing, we will need 3 successes. We roll to get it done decently. If we score more than that many on a project, it may be subject to improvements or be made some sort of superior technology as per Brett's discretion. I'll show him a list when we're done. We're going to go through each item on the list. Whichever one of us has the ability for it, we'll roll it. And if successful, that's what you've got. If you don't score enough successes, you have to do it the next day. If you fail, then the next day I think you suffer a +1 difficulty. If you botch, you have to restart from scratch on that project.
Woohoo!
Okay, so you've got your sheet?
What's science?
Exactly. If you have your sheet, the first thing we're going to work on is the design specs for the machine gun turret, which is essentially going to be a single turret that essentially is assault rifle caliber, which is going to be coming out of walls or ceilings or floors. The design is pretty multi-purpose, but it's going to be using advanced targeting software, which we've already designed, so you don't even have to worry about that. We've already got some nice software for that end, but you're going to have to design the actual turret. That would be science, whichever one. I think it's architecture, engineering, something like that.
Oh, right.
It would be intelligence plus science. And every roll represents 1 day's worth of efforts. So today, you can try, for actual Thursday, yada, yada, try designing what you got.
Okay, it's my what now? Intelligence plus what?
Intelligence plus science. It's whichever one of the sciences applies to it. I think you've got architecture, engineering, or something.
Yes.
Okay, which means you have a specialty. What's your intelligence specialty?
My test specialty was that was an A.
What?
It started with an A.
Analytic?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to help you here, but you do have the appropriate science specialty, so 10s will explode. So that would be 8 dice then, I'm guessing. So I can do it or you can do it, doesn't matter.
I'll try.
Okay, try popping up your dice stream. If it doesn't work, I'll do it.
Oops, hold on, something's going, my screen's going crazy. Stop that. Stop going crazy. Where's the dice stream? There you go.
Usually the dice stream's on the left-hand side.
It's not popping up.
Well, you click it once, it starts loading, and then it appears on the right.
Can you see that? I'm going to try something.
You don't have Minicam running, do you?
Nope, I'll take it on my webcam.
No, Minicam.
Okay, it is.
Minicam is what we use instead of webcams. It's usually required to get things like Dice Stream to work, I think.
I can get it to work. It's just my webcam's down right now.
Minicam doesn't need you to even have a webcam to work. It's a virtual webcam. If you have a webcam, it can use that, but you don't need one.
Can you roll with me?
Sure.
Because
I'll help you with that later, but let me roll. Okay. All right. Looks like you scored 4 successes, which is enough to get the machine gun turret design. I'm going to write all this down. A1. A1 for sucks on machine gun turret design.
Oh.
So that you successfully completed the design on your first day.
Yay.
The machine gun turret is done. The next thing on the agenda is the Tesla coils, which are just going to basically be capable of targeting electricity. That's going to be, again, 3 successes. And again, it's going to qualify as the same science, engineering, yada, yada. So, same deal. 8 dice. Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
man. Oh. Oh, there we go.
7
That's
successes.
I'll have about an hour. Doesn't my 10 explode?
Yes, so that's 7 successes total.
Oh, man.
At least I think so, isn't it? 5, no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. My bad. I miscounted. That's 8 successes, which is, yeah, we'll probably get some very efficient Tesla coils. Sorry for the noise you're hearing. Okay, the next design is going to be, so that was tomorrow's work, Friday. Now we're moving on to Saturday. Next component we need is actually going to be the design of the airlock itself, because I would say the airlock actually deserves its own role. It's going to have blast doors on either side. The whole room is supposed to be airtight and self-sealed. So there's no chance of any of the gases we're using getting out or anything else like that. If something's in there, it shouldn't, it'll have to bust its way out. And these are supposed to be big, thick blast doors, like the type of doors that would actually slow down werewolves.
Excellent.
So, yeah, which my character has some actual, pointers on. You're like, yeah, Cabal here says they're roughly this strong sometimes. So, yeah, make sure you build out of this material. So, we'll say that requires at least 3 successes. If we wanted to do a good job, hopefully more than that. So let's see if we score on day 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yay.
Okay, so by the end of Saturday, you finished the machine gun turrets, Tesla coil turret, airlock design, and blast doors, and the fact that it's airtight and all that kind of stuff. And then for the hell of it, let's say you design a surveillance system for the building, like cameras and that kind of stuff.
Excellent.
Very discreet, hard to notice, so people can't just shoot them in the corners and stuff like that. They're much more unobtrusive. Microtechnology is a thing. And again, that's going to be 8 dice because we're using the same rolls here for virtually everything. Ooh, that one did not work well. You actually had a bit of a brain freeze and botched that one. Oh, actually, wait. Well, you've got mechanical expertise, so actually, yeah, that's a failure. It doesn't matter either way. You would have to. You made no progress on it Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Sunday. Now we're moving on to Monday. We'll roll again on the surveillance network.
There you go.
4 successes. That's good enough. Okay, and that puts us on Tuesday. We still got Wednesday and Thursday to worry about.
How about that craft can?
I think that's a little bit beyond our abilities at the moment without going into Vulgar stuff. But now here's something you can do. Design a functional railgun turret. A functional railgun turret. It's going to be difficulty 8 because that's kind of out there. I mean, yes, it can be done, but that's above and beyond the call.
Is that after my aptitude?
Yeah, then it drops to 6. But still,
then,
it's
I'm gonna
the base difficulty. Okay, good thing you did, because it means you got 2 successes, so you don't finish the design on Tuesday.
Spend another willpower. Do it.
Nope. You can't spend more than 1 willpower, but you can on Wednesday continue. You've got 2 successes, so you've partway completed the design. We're going to roll again. All right, you got. Did you? Whether or not you blew a willpower, you've got enough to succeed. So we can just say you did. Whatever. Okay, so the railgun turret design is complete. That puts you up to. Okay, you are essentially up to the last day of the month, which is Thursday. We've got 1 day left for designs. I would say, let's see, we've got railgun turret, Tesla turret, machine gun turret, airlock. Oh, you've got to design the entire base. Heh. I recommend blowing a willpower on this one. This one is a architectural thing, so you do have the what you need for it. That's going to drop it down a little bit. Difficulty 4. Are you blowing a willpower?
Yep.
Okay.
Blow that willpower like a blow can here.
You got 7 successes. So yes, that's not quite enough to finish. So we're going to literally have to put 1 day into the next month, which I didn't want to have to do, but we're going to. You only need 3 more successes. Probably don't even need to roll willpower on this. You'll probably just get it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh no, actually, no. It's difficulty 4, so you actually succeeded, just barely. Okay, all those results are logged. Now, while we're here, I'm going to do my end of it because I have to design the gas filtration system and the actual nerve gas compound.
Fun.
Yes. First thing I'm going to do is design the compound in question. We're essentially basing this off of a powerful nerve gas, something that exists in the real world, but the design in question is going to enhance it so that it's more effective, but it's not designed to be lethal. Some people it might be lethal for, but most people are just going to essentially become paralyzed and lose consciousness. This is going to be a very effective, fast-acting solution that we don't need a large concentration of. I'm going to make a science and... Hold on. No. I'm going to make a science and intelligence roll. And I have applicable specialties. Actually, I have 2 applicable specialties. And I will blow a willpower. Damn good thing I did. I think that was a failure, actually. So on my day 1, I did nothing.
Just speak like Gladys. You can do this.
Actually, well, if I spent a willpower, I got one success. Okay, moving on to day 2, which is tomorrow. I'm going to blow a second willpower because I love doing that. Thank God. Okay, here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. So I'd say I did more than enough. Now, on the next day, I'm going to try and design a system to essentially an air filtration system that will pull the air out of the room and replace it with this toxin. So essentially, not only is it going to affect them, but it could also suffocate them. It's not going to. It doesn't have to do both at the same time. It's got 2 different functions.
Yeah.
Option 1, introduce the compound into the air, which should affect them. Option 2, suck everything in the room out, including air, which will suffocate or whatever. But it's a pretty quick. It's meant to be a quick acting system, so I'm going to say this will be difficulty 8 for me. Okay, I got 3 successes. That's enough for a subcomponent.
Hey.
Okay, so I get all my shit done by the end of Saturday. I designed the nerve toxin and everything else. All right, with that, I think we're good. Except I'm going to actually make a roll of designing the nerve toxin itself. And while I'm at it, I'm going to design a hand unit to dispense it in a puff. Just because this could be very useful. Knocking people out is a very powerful ability. So I'm going to design that. That's going to be still going to be 8. Let me see. It's going to be.
If anything else, you can put it in a little puff thing, in a flower like Joker.
It'll probably be added to his. It's probably going to be some sort of attachment to his glove or something like that that'll allow him to just send a concentrated puff of the gas at someone. It's only going to be at close range, relatively speaking, but still effective.
Yeah.
All right, 3 successes is enough to pull that off. And last but not least, for day 5, I'm going to try and design a small, compact gas mask that will at least prevent the effects of most toxins from, most airborne toxins from affecting me. Now, it should be pointed out, if the toxin in question affects people by contacting their skin, then a gas mask does not help you.
Yeah.
But in this case, it will be useful. The suit that we've designed, once it has a air filtration unit attached to it, which this could be used for, it could just be literally strapped in front of the suit or underneath it. If we were to do that, those suits would be pretty impregnable to those assaults. But this will only be good against someone using tear gas or the like. So I'm going to make a roll for it. Yeah, I'd say I did pretty well at that. That's 6 successes, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, I made a very nice compact system.
Awesome.
Okay, and with that, I believe we have completed our work here. So I'm going to end the scene, and I will give us a link for our blue books. All right. Thanks, folks. Catch you later.